them here. Now what?
There doesn't seem to be any obvious peril, does there? Have a seat and I'll ping back the IP sending us the distress signal.
Hey? It's been a long time since someone called me on a flip phone.
It's a cryptophone. It's secure. Every device on CTOS can be compromised. If we're overheard, we're dead. Both of us.
Who are you?
Not important. What matters is that I have inside information on SIRS, and I believe the people who framed you are rogue officers. And loath as I am to say it, DedSec may be my only hope to stop them.
Fine. We'll hear what you have to say.
Good. I hid coordinates to a meeting place on a device in that establishment.
Okay, tell me what I'm walking into.
All right, that's a wrinkle. So this SIRS bloke says Zero Day are a bunch of Secret Service dickheads. I mean, I suppose it does make sense. The bombings were too sophisticated for randos, but SIRS could pull it off.
Officially, SIRS, or the Signals Intelligence Response Service, uses surveillance data drawn from CTOS to identify large-scale terrorist and criminal threats. Then they send Albion to shoot the threats in the face. For example,
And in the wake of escalating violence in London, the SIRS is extending the right to use lethal force to law enforcement and Albion securities.
unofficially, SIRS uses your data to read your mind and arrest you for having naughty thoughts.
So we have means and opportunity, which leaves motive. SIRS are fascist pricks, but they're supposed to stop groups like Zero Day from doing terrorist shite. Why cause one? When you meet this guy, ask.
A man's not here. Signs of a struggle. Something happened.
SIRS may be onto him. If you get access to the area's surveillance infrastructure, I can rebuild the scene in AR.
I'll see. No promises.
CTOS AR. Data leak.
That appears to be our contact.
Shit.
Yes, it certainly doesn't look like his best day, does it? Analyze the clues in the AR workspace to find out what happened to him. This is a non-lethal weapon, so odds are he's still alive, though he may not want to be. They've taken our SIRS contact away, but they may still be nearby. I can reconstruct the vehicle's path from unsecured CCTV recordings. That should allow you to follow it. It looks like our contact's assailants stopped here, but I can't see them nearby. Let's analyze the data to see if we can find out where they went.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Our contact's assailants are switching vehicles to elude pursuers, which is standard operating procedure for private military burks like Albion.
I would have expected SIRS, not PMC.
What can I tell you? They're mercenaries. If you keep looking, you might find out why they're interested in an SIRS whistleblower. I've completed a thorough analysis of the vehicle and concluded it is a van.
Funny. What else?
Well, I could also mention that the minute traces of sand in the tire tracks indicate that it's been on a construction site recently. But you know me, hate to sound like a smartass.
Quiet. I'm with DedSec. You called?
Of course. You shouldn't have come here. Now they'll know for sure I've betrayed them.
I just saved your life.
No, you've just damned us both. Look, I'll upload the intelligence onto an anonymous FTP. It'll explain everything.
Not good enough. Who are you?
My name is Richard Malik. I'm an intelligence analyst. I believe Zero Day are rogue SIRS officers who framed you for the bombings to seize power. Now they're murdering or blackmailing anyone who threatens them, which now somehow includes me.
All right. We'll take a look at your data. Don't make me regret this.
That I can't promise.
Guess we should take a look at his intel.
All right, 1 second.
Bagley, could you look into it? If his intel looks good, schedule a briefing with everyone.
I'm here. Are you ready to begin?
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SARS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order, and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
I get it. Cut off the head, and the body dies. But why now?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London, which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
I'm here.
You're stealing SIRS personnel dossiers. The organization is strictly compartmentalized, so they aren't stored in one central location.
Spying on spies. I like it.
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Shit.
You can be horrified if you want, but it's saved thousands of lives. Get access to a Filament terminal and I'll provide you with the search terms.
So this is Filament. Impressive. I can help you break in, but we're going to leave a trail, unless of course Malik has an idea.
There. I've persuaded Filament Security to log that Spiderbot's activity as system maintenance.
You're being awfully helpful, Malik. Some might say too helpful.
It's not like the movies. Spies aren't the police. I believe in working with the lesser evils like DedSec to protect society from the greater ones.
So why did Zero Day kill all my friends?
There are differing schools of thought.
I've got the Zero Day dossiers, and now that we have the honey, it's time to leave the hive.
Well done.
Got the goods.
Right, so we do a simple CTOS contact analysis and work out who's in charge of Zero Day. I'll have it done before you can say Guantanamo.
I'll handle the classified data, thank you very much.
It would be so much faster if I worked with you in order to do this.
The people in these dossiers are connected, but not necessarily complicit. It will take intelligence expertise to separate the wheat from the chaff. And when I discover something actionable, I will contact you.
He's disconnected. Pleasant fella. I have Malik for you.
Put him on.
We have to meet. There's been a complication. I can't access the files you stole.
Hold on, what?
The files are logged, and a moment after we got them, I received this.
Hello, Richard. We see you're trying to find us by looking into our associates. That's a good idea. But we don't mind if we borrow you. Who was your masked savior, we wonder?
I've sent Bagley the coordinates for a meeting. I hope I don't need to explain why this is a priority. No, don't get up. I need a high-ranking SIRS officer's biometrics, eyes and fingers.
We don't have time for another wild goose chase.
Keep your voice down. The data was encrypted.
So what? Our AI can crack it.
Not faster than I could, and I've tried. It's hopeless in the time we have. Look, if you don't help me, 0 Day wins, which means we all die.
Damn it. I hope you're not expecting an actual finger.
No. High-res photos will do. The problem is it has to be the acting Home Office liaison, and SIRS will burn their credentials if they're attacked. It's protocol. So you'll have to get them the old-fashioned way.
Intimidation.
Christ, no. Develop a relationship. Get someone close and take the photos covertly.
Fine. We'll do it your way.
This part of the craft can be ugly. Send someone who can handle it.
Bagley, could use some help.
I suggest you begin your relationship with the SIRS Home Office liaison the way you would with anyone, by meticulously poring over every detail of their life and hunting them down.
Keep talking.
The SIRS Home Office liaison is the bridge between the government and its intelligence service. Their office at Downing Street would be a good place to start your relationship.
That's our move, then.
Download complete. Now Scarper or they'll kill you for sure. Got it. 16 email threads indicate the Home Office liaison is a right lush. She spends most of her time down at the Three Hawker Boys. If you want to start a relationship with her, that's as good a place as any.
Send me the location.
Done.
Hi. Hello. I'm a T-Bone. I'd like to talk to you, you know, romantically.
Ooh, if that's how you treat a one-liner, I shudder to think of what you do with two. Goodbye.
I'm a bit rusty at this. How about I buy us some drinks, lighten the mood?
Oh, I'm in a great mood, actually. It's just that I'm wasting my scant leisure time fending off the advances of a haggard swamp creature.
Screw you.
Not even in your wildest dreams, sweetie. This is going to sound a bit silly, but did we match on Invite? If we didn't, I'm going to have their CEO killed. Actually, I've never used the thing. Is that bad? Careful who you fib to. Someone almost died. Wouldn't that be a pity? I should say. Shall we move this conversation somewhere a bit more private? Oh, my. Didn't know you could do that. What other secrets are you hiding? Oh, you have no idea.
So after all that, did you acquire the biometric data?
Yes. I collected far more data than I care to mention. You lot bloody owe me for this.
Nicely done. What now?
It seems you'll have to maintain the ruse a bit longer. The upload is still going and I have an incoming connection from the liaison.
Put her on. Enough crap. Who the hell are you? You working for the Russians? China? Fucking America? I'm sorry, do I know you? I think you might have the wrong number. Oh, do shut up.
Hello?
Upload complete. Malik is on the line. I'm sure he'll be very grateful and polite.
This will have to do. We can meet at Westminster Abbey to discuss the results. And I wanted to say, you performed somewhat better than anticipated.
Was that a thank you?
He's disconnected.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who runs Zero Day, and I don't think I can beat her.
Maybe you can. But I can. The name, Malik.
All right. I'm trusting you with this. My analysis indicates that Zero Day is led by the current director of SIRS counterterrorism, Emma Child. Legend has it she's the reason that Gorbachev survived the coup in '91, but more than that, she's my friend. She mentored me through my first field assignment years ago.
Friend? Well, now she's the enemy.
Wait. There's always a margin of error. If you go after Emma and I'm wrong, you'll have her and Zero Day to contend with. Confirm it's her before you do anything.
I'll be careful.
Be right. Or we'll both be dead.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIRS fucking counterterrorism we're moving against.
If we tread too carefully, she will leave us in the dust. We'll do our due diligence, but I am not slowing down.
Okay, I can live with that. So how do we find her?
Let's start with the dossiers. Bagley, filter by Child's direct reports and start listening in. With luck, they'll lead us right to her.
Done.
Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS Counterterror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
Works for me. Let's go.
That's the case file server there. Connect Bagley and we'll take care of it.
Got it.
Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
Out with it, Bagley.
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
Time to power down.
I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Good. Now clear out of there. We'll let you know when we have something.
Take the power back.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organization than a nest of randy wasps.
That was fast.
Well, I may have sent everyone in Child's inner circle security footage of your little MI6 operation, just to speed things up a bit.
Is that safe?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence and driving through street cafes. Define safe.
Touché. So, what's the plan?
A small group is meeting with Emma Child in a parking garage. They've switched off the CCTV cameras, but if you connect me to the building's CTOS hub, I can switch them back on, because I'm very clever.
That's our move, then.
It's too much of a coincidence. He slips away and our case server gets hit. Richard Malik is behind this.
I've got wetwork assets on standby, Mrs. Child.
Malik is dead the moment he surfaces.
What do you mean, the moment he surfaces? Are you telling me we have nothing?
Yes, ma'am. For lack of a better word, he's vanished. Hasn't been at work, hasn't been at home, hasn't bought anything with a card.
Of course he hasn't. He's not a moron. He knows our tools. We can't rely on filament. We have to use our fucking eyes and ears.
He may have left London. Perhaps he's hiding out in the country.
This is why all these excuses smell like horse shit.
We do have a supporting theory, Mum. We think Malik's been in contact with DedSec. It could be they're hiding him.
He's treating London like enemy territory. He's made contact with the local insurgency and got them working with him. So, here's what we're gonna do. Reallocate all resources to the DedSec file. If we shake that tree long enough, Malik's bound to fall out. Do your fucking jobs. Get out there and kill some terrorists.
Bagley, call Malik.
He's not answering.
He had his chance. I'm moving in.
Shit, you're right. Go. This might be our only chance.
Emma Child just opened a secure optic link to the Home Secretary. If you really want to clear your names for the bombings, this may be your chance to gather the evidence. Get close to the car and I can hack in, plugging you into Emma Child's comm. Try to drive casually.
This is Director Child coding in. Kilo Alpha Kilo 711.
Code and voice print confirmed. You're on a secure line to the Home Office, Director.
Hold on, Mr. Secretary. I seem to have a communications anomaly. Probably nothing, but let's switch channels to be safe.
Well, that's annoying. Stay close and I'll see if I can get them back.
We're reallocating resources to the DedSec file. Mr. Secretary, I wanted to bring this up directly because of the recent incident with your liaison to the service.
Oh. Oh, God. You think that was DedSec? I thought we'd chalk that up to your problem child, that, Malik, was it?
Yes. That's the sensitive bit, Mr. Secretary. There's new evidence that suggests Malik may be working with DedSec.
For fuck's sake, Emma, this is a disaster.
It's under control. Shit, sorry, Tom, but we have to switch channels again. One moment.
Oh, it seems this conspiracy goes all the way to the top. Or close to it, anyway. Stay nearby, we've almost got it.
And just how exactly is any of this under control, Emma?
Because one of them is currently hacking into my car's comm. That's where those anomalies are coming from.
You sound suspiciously calm about that.
This isn't my first day, Tom. I'm not in the car. It's a decoy. But it does have an active beacon that's calling Albion down right on top of them as we speak. I'll have one of them in custody within an hour.
That was me disconnecting this time. You had better run. I have Malik for you.
I'm going underground. I can't risk direct contact anymore.
Hey, you heard her. She's trying to kill you. What more proof do you need?
I did hear her. She knows I'm working with you, which means she's closer than I thought. I'm sorry, but we're out of time. Goodbye.
All right.
I really hate that guy.
Fuck him. We know who's behind Zero Day now. We don't need him. We just have to find her.
As it happens, when I was getting intimate with the MI6 server, I came across a list of SIRS safe houses scattered throughout the city. There are quite a few, though.
We can narrow the field with the data we have on Child's lackeys. Cross-reference their movements against a list, see where they've been before.
Brilliant. Prioritize them by likelihood, Bags. Let's get this bitch.
Don't move! Don't
Hands
move!
up!
We could use your abilities now.
Grand.
Terribly sorry, everyone, but one of your teammates has been kidnapped.
What the fuck?
SIRS has got to be behind this. That was way too clever for Albion acting on their own. The question's why.
Well, they're being tortured for information about Malik, of course. I thought that was obvious when we saw that meeting where Emma Child said, and I'm paraphrasing, kidnap someone and torture them for information about Malik.
Fuck. We have to find Malik. Bags, there's got to be some way to get him a signal.
Sure, I've marked a location for you. In his eagerness to leave in a huff, Malik failed to encrypt his last message. It was almost too easy to trace it back to his safe house.
Get to the point.
Malik had a stick so far up his arse it controls his thoughts. By now, he'll have noticed his error and moved. But there's no way he isn't monitoring that safe house computer. If we use it to send a message like, return our calls or we tell Child everything, I'm sure the stick will compel him to listen. Message encoded using the same cipher he used earlier, set to repeat every 15 seconds.
Good job, everybody. Now we just have to convince Malik to help us get our friend back.
You had better have a very good reason for threatening me, or this conversation will be very short.
Emma Child picked up one of our people, and they know a lot about you, mate. Consider that.
I see. As it happens, I've been keeping tabs on Emma. But I have a condition. The Semtex is still missing, and if I have any hope of recovering it, I need you to take Emma alive.
Fine.
Right then. SIRS uses construction sites to interrogate short-term arrests. They're isolated, and it's easy to hide bodies. And my sources tell me Emma just turned up at one.
What's your point?
If your operative hasn't turned already, that's probably where she'll have him.
I'm on it.
This is the construction site where Malik thinks Emma Child is holding our operative, which checks out. Security's tighter than a rubber glove and a bowling ball.
Grand.
I have a call from... Strange. This isn't what...
Stop! You fucking idiots!
Who the fuck is this?
Emma Child, Director of SIRS Counter-Terrorism. You are making a terrible error here. You cannot...
Get off my voice channel. Apologies, everyone. Took a moment to work out how they hacked us.
No harm done.
On the plus side, it seems Malik's lead was good. It's likely she'll keep our operative close to use as leverage. You should find him wherever you find Child.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Because you like cryptic questions?
Because we have something in common. Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract as promised. Everything set your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're going to tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
Exactly what he said about you.
He would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
And we're just supposed to trust you instead?
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
The fuck is this? Does this mean that Malik is running zero day?
Impossible to say for sure, but it does look that way. We do know for sure that he's trying to set us up for the next attack.
You know how I feel, but this is risky. It has to be your call.
I don't take this lightly, but I think we should kill him. It gets our friends back and takes a threat off the board. It's a good fucking move.
All right then. What do we do now?
If you're seriously asking how to kill Malik, I have ideas. A lot of ideas.
Every time we've met him, it's been outside. Maybe next time there's a sniper.
Yes, that would work, but it's not very much fun. Don't you want to poison him at least? We haven't poisoned anybody yet.
Duly noted, Bagley. But for now, let's stick with the sniper plan.
Noted. I'll contact Child and tell her DedSec has agreed to help. I have Malik for you. Remember, you want to convince him to meet you somewhere public so we can install some air cooling in his skull.
All right, let's do this.
Do you have Emma, Child?
No, the situation's fucked. Can we meet in person?
What happened?
She saw us coming, which could mean she's got someone inside. We need to meet. Maybe Piccadilly?
No. Piccadilly's crawling with Albion. How about Trafalgar Square?
Bagley, what do you think?
Trafalgar Square is optimal.
Good, it's decided. I'll see you soon.
He's disconnected.
Suits me. Connect me to Child. I'm getting our friend back.
Capital.
Yes. What?
Malik's good as dead. Bagley will fill it in. Now where's our operative?
You can have them when Richard is dead.
Fuck you. Give them back now or we're out.
Fine. As a show of trust, I'll order a hot drop at a random location. I will not, however, waste anyone covering them. So get there fast if you want them back in one piece.